I think that one thing that I've learned being in this field of epilepsy surgery is how much impact epilepsy can have on the individual's life. I think those who don't have epilepsy don't really understand how significant it can be to somebody who has epilepsy.
My seizures were occurring almost every day, but they were not too strong at that time. And then when I got married, it got stronger. As I got pregnant and had the kids, I had some lack with my education. I also was not able to build job skills, and I was not able to drive. Having 3 boys and being a single mom is really hard, especially if you're not able to drive. I had to wait for someone just to drop me off and fit with their own schedule. But then after I met with Dr. Qamar, lots of changes has occurred in my life.
At one time, she mentions me that she was having multiple seizures every day, and these seizures are not like a grand mal convulsive seizure. They were complex partial seizure where she will be walking around but she has no clue and she is totally unaware of her surroundings.
It's very disruptive. There is a loss of consciousness. Sometimes people black out, sometimes they get injured.
We examined her and we localized her seizures coming from left side of her brain, and she underwent MRI scan which showed a scar on the left side of her brain. And the next step to that would be the placing intracranial electrodes and localizing seizures for sure where they are coming from in the brain. And they were coming from the left hippocampal region. Then also want to make sure she's not using that space or that place in the brain for her memory functioning. She was fortunately not using that much. She was depending for her memory function from the right hippocampus. So that led to she's a great candidate for her left hippocampal resection.
So laser ablation surgery is a minimally invasive surgery where we just have to drill a small hole and put the laser probe in. Then we take patients to the MRI and do the laser ablation while watching the thermal registration off of the MRI scan.
So Qamar, after having the laser ablation therapy, went home happily next day. Very few people go after having a big brain surgery. They had to have a long post-op recovery period and a big scar on their head and shaved head, and none of that for Qamar.
So after the surgery, when I was healed for a month and a half, I was applying for jobs, and I had a question saying if I want to apply for education. I said maybe. I wasn't sure yet. I don't know where my thoughts would be, what I'm going to have focus on and anything. 2 weeks later, I had a call coming from the university, and they said if I wanted to continue, and I said, why not? Let's give a try. So I gave the try. I started with my first class, and I happened to get an A. And then, so as I continued with my other classes, even like going through history and anything dealing with business and accounting, I didn't think I would succeed in it, but I actually happened to get an A in all of them. And until now, I'm a straight A student, which I feel very proud of myself and very different to see where I was before to where I am now. My life has been changed a lot, like 180 degrees. Like I feel like I'm just new. Like I'm not even remembering what I was in before.
She tells me that this is the life I never imagined in my past when I was suffering from seizures. So that's a great change of quality of life for her, and that is what we all look forward to.
More than you can imagine, I'm very happy with Dr. Qamar. I feel so lucky to know him. I also want to say thank you so much to Dr. Leipart. He's been great, helpful, and I wish everyone to know them just to see how much your life can change.
I love making people better. I love seeing when people are happy and they can live their lives, especially in the area of epilepsy surgery. It tends to be such a successful surgery, and it really does change lives. I love to see my patients have changed lives. They're changed for the better.